Texas, once known as the land of endless growth, built its identity on wide-open spaces, new homes, low taxes, and booming job markets. For years, its suburbs embodied the American dream. But in 2025, that dream is starting to crack. The same migration wave that powered Texas's meteoric rise has now gone too far. Mortgage rates remain high, insurance costs have exploded, and the state's housing market is showing real signs of stress. According to Zillow and Redfin, more than 40% of Texas suburbs have seen home prices fall since mid-2024. Inventory has doubled in several areas, homes are taking longer to sell, and sellers are cutting prices faster than at any point since 2008. Developers built as if demand would never stop, but now it has. Buyers are cautious, investors are backing out, and what was once called the Texas housing miracle is turning into the next major correction. Today, we're counting down the top 10 Texas suburbs facing a housing collapse in 2025, the places where explosive growth has turned into dangerous oversupply and where the fall could be steeper than anyone expects. Because in Texas, the story was always about size. Now, it's about gravity. Number 10. Leander. Leander was the poster child of Texas's pandemic boom. It offered everything people wanted when fleeing crowded metros: space, affordability, and open skies. From 2020 to 2023, home prices soared over 60%, driven by tech workers priced out of Austin and investors chasing quick gains. But in 2025, the tide has turned. Inventory has more than doubled, and price cuts are everywhere. Redfin reports that median home values are down nearly 13% year over year. Builders are offering massive incentives: free appliances, rate buydowns, even gift cards to clear unsold homes. The problems run deep. Property taxes in Williamson County have jumped, HOA fees are rising, and insurance costs have spiked. Families who bought at peak prices are now seeing home values slide, while monthly payments rise. The skyline tells the story. Construction cranes have gone quiet, retail centers sit half-empty, and the once booming energy has faded. Leander was built on confidence. Now it's defined by caution. Number 9. Conroe. Conroe was once Houston's northern retreat, offering lakeside living and family-friendly neighborhoods. Between 2019 and 2023, it became one of Texas' fastest-growing areas. But by 2025, that boom has hit a wall. The Houston Association of Realtors reports that inventory in Conroe is up 95% year over year, while sales have fallen by a third. Builders are slashing prices and piling on incentives. Rising flood insurance costs and property tax reassessments are squeezing homeowners. Once thriving neighborhoods like Wood Forest and Grand Central Park now show signs of fatigue: overgrown lawns, half-finished projects, and price-reduced signs at every turn. With Houston's job growth slowing, Conroe's overbuilding has caught up. The boomtown has reached its limit. Number 8. Frisco. For nearly 2 decades, Frisco was the pride of North Texas, home to corporate headquarters, high-end developments, and some of the best schools in the country. From Legacy West to the Star District, prosperity was everywhere. But by 2025, the shine is fading. Since late 2022, home prices have dropped nearly 11%, and listings have tripled. Luxury homes far outnumber buyers who can afford them. The issue: growth outpaced fundamentals. Property taxes are among the highest in the region, insurance rates have soared from storm damage, and construction costs remain inflated while wages lag behind. Even high earners are feeling the strain. Investors who once poured in from California and Arizona are leaving, and the once hot flipping market has gone cold. Frisco isn't crashing. It's slowly deflating after years of blight. Number 7. New Braunfels. Between Austin and San Antonio, New Braunfels was once the perfect balance of charm and opportunity. During the pandemic, it became a magnet for new residents, fueling massive master-planned communities like Veramendi and Creekside. But by 2025, that boom has soured. Inventory has more than doubled, and median prices are down 14% since 2023. Flood-related insurance spikes, higher property taxes, and commuting costs are pushing many residents to their limits. Hybrid workers who once made the move are now returning to offices, leaving homes empty. Realtors describe the market as frozen: sellers clinging to old prices, buyers waiting for better deals, and builders unable to stop building without collapsing financially. The city that symbolized unstoppable growth is now facing its first real slowdown. Number 6. Mansfield. Mansfield was long seen as North Texas' hidden gem. Great schools, green parks, small town feel close to both Dallas and Fort Worth. But in 2025, the balance is gone. Active listings are up 82% year over year, and pending sales have plunged. A typical mortgage that cost $2,200 in 2021 now exceeds $3,800 with taxes and insurance. Affordability has disappeared, and luxury homes sit dark at night. Small businesses are struggling as new residents slow to a trickle. The boom that once brought prosperity has turned to oversupply. Mansfield's story isn't one of collapse, it's a correction. But for many locals, it's a painful one. Number 5. Katy, Houston Metro. Katy was once the pride of suburban Houston, known for top schools and safe, manicured communities. But in 2025, the shine has faded. Foreclosures in Harris County are up 28% year over year, led by Katy. Homeowners are being squeezed by higher mortgage payments, taxes, and insurance costs. A home that once cost $2,000 a month now exceeds $3,400. Builders are cutting prices, investors are backing away, and even retail centers are feeling the slowdown. Once lively neighborhoods are growing quiet, Katy's success story is now confronting the limits of growth and the cost of overextension. Number 4. McKinney. McKinney was once the textbook example of Texas success, with strong schools, solid jobs, and massive demand. Between 2015 and 2022, prices jumped more than 80%, but that momentum has reversed. Active listings are up 90% year over year, and homes linger on the market for months. Property taxes and insurance costs are crushing budgets, and construction expenses remain high. Many homeowners are stretched thin, especially those with adjustable-rate loans. Developers are sitting on empty inventory while rental vacancies grow. McKinney's housing market isn't collapsing, but it's deflating, a slow, visible retreat from its peak. Number 3. Pflugerville. Just north of Austin, Pflugerville became one of the fastest-growing cities during the tech boom. From 2020 to 2022, homes sold before completion and new neighborhoods popped up overnight. But in 2025, prices are down 12% since last year, and almost half of all listings have seen multiple price cuts. Traffic is worsening, taxes and insurance are climbing, and the remote workers who once filled these homes are leaving. Infrastructure hasn't kept pace, schools are overcrowded, and roads are unfinished. Whole blocks of new homes now sit half-empty. Once Austin's affordable alternative, Pflugerville is now a warning sign for overexpansion. Number 2. Georgetown. Once a symbol of Central Texas charm, Georgetown was one of America's fastest-growing cities between 2019 and 2022. But in 2025, the market is cooling fast. Inventory has nearly doubled, prices are down 10%, and affordability has disappeared. Property taxes and insurance have sent monthly costs soaring from $2,100 to more than $3,600. Even retirees, who once fueled demand, are selling under pressure. Builders are offering major incentives to offload homes, and the construction boom has slowed to a crawl. Georgetown's beauty remains, but its affordability has not. Number 1. Round Rock. Round Rock was once Austin's model suburb, stable, affordable, and full of opportunity. But by 2025, that balance has unraveled. Home prices have fallen 9% since last summer, and listings are up nearly 70%. Builders are offering discounts, but buyers are wary. A mortgage that once cost $1,900 in 2021 now runs about $3,500 with higher taxes and insurance. Even tech workers are feeling squeezed, and the city's affordability advantage is gone. Businesses are slowing, retail spaces sit empty, and construction crews are downsizing. Round Rock isn't failing, it's exhausted. The market that once symbolized Texas's promise now illustrates its limits. From Leander to Round Rock, Frisco to Katy, Texas's suburbs are learning a hard truth. Endless growth always ends. Rising taxes, inflated insurance costs, and too much building have turned boomtowns into burden towns. The correction is financial for developers, but deeply personal for families. The Texas dream isn't dead, it's changing. Affordability and stability are no longer guaranteed. Growth without balance always leads to the same outcome. For more in-depth, data-driven looks at how America's housing story is shifting, subscribe to our channel. Because the future of housing isn't decided on Wall Street, it's written in neighborhoods like these.